All want to become rich. People want to have more and more money. And we love to pass on the good amount of wealth to our next generation. But the real problem is that only a few amount of people know the real secret behind becoming wealthy. Most of the people like us, they work very hard through their whole life. They do their 9 to 5 jobs and try to accumulate wealth, and majority of us failed at the end. If we deep dive into it, what I personally believe is that those are our habits. Although they looks very clever and even responsible, but at the end, our some of the bad habits that are preventing us from becoming wealthy. If you are new to this channel, and obviously you are, my name is Mayur and I talk about money and mindset. We will talk about top 5 bad habits that are preventing people from becoming wealthy. Stay tuned. Before we start this video, I want to redefine wealth. Do you consider your paycheck or the tax refund that you get at the end of the year is your wealth? Absolutely no. The actual meaning of wealth is that the asset accumulated by the money you have earned through your regular jobs or side hustles or whatever you name it. It is the money earned by the money you have earned so far. And this is the real meaning of wealth. You will have to give some task to the money you have earned by putting your own efforts so that the money that you have assigned some task can do the job on behalf of you while you are sleeping and chilling out. There is a huge difference between being scared of money and being careful with the money. I believe people these days are scared of money a lot, and that's why they tend to save more and more. They like to save more money in every situation of their life, and even in the silly cases too. For example, they would drive half an hour from their house because over there their haircut is $2 cheaper. If you see the saving rate, it is just $4 an hour. And do you think with this rate we can build the wealth? And these people would proudly say that I save every single penny. But it sounds like I never water my seeds, I just keep storing them. And in the fear of money, people keep stacking their savings in saving account. We all know the situation of saving accounts all across the North America. On an average, the interest rate ranges from 2 to 3 percentages in a normal saving account. If we put $100 today, the bank will just give $2 after a year. Rather than making these $2, we are actually losing the value of our $100. And it is because of inflation. Inflation these days are in the range of 3 to 4 percentages. Although we make these $2 on the interest rate, but we are losing $4 because of the inflation. Our $100 at the end of the year will have just value of $96 today. I was wondering what might be the reasons behind this habit, and I got two answers. First was inherited thinking. If we go back into the past, before 50 to 60 years, it was the era of migration. Almost every country has a huge amount of migration into a different country, where the people from the different countries settle down in a new country, and for them, saving was the only safety net for them. On top of that, there was no much more technology, not many companies listed into the stock market, at the same time, not more awareness of investing into the stock market. But in these days, I do not believe that saving is only enough to build our wealth. The reason behind this habit is school. School have never taught us some of the fundamentals about money, saving and investing. In fact, I have made a detailed video on this and the link is in the description. You can check on that. I have talked about the 5 basic fundamentals about money and investing that school never taught about this. And make sure you comment into the comment box if you agree with that video. Now we know that oversaving is one of the bad habits. Then you might have a question that how much to save then? And I would say that you do not need to save more than 9 months of your emergency fund. You need at least 9 months of money to survive in case if you lose the job or something happens to you. And you need to put this money in high interest saving account. I have put more than $30,000 in high interest saving account with EQ Bank that gives me more than 2.5% interest rate so that I can at least beat the inflation and I get almost more than $70 free money every month. If you want to open the same account, the link is in the description box. You can easily access the account with that bank. Any money more than this should go to the investment directly. The real purpose behind this is that you do not need to serve your money. Your money need to serve you. Imagine you own a team of 100 employees and you allow them to sit idle by doing nothing in your saving account. What will happen? They will eat your resources. You will have to give them food. And with time, they will start gaining the weight and they will become lazy. This is what happens when you put extra money in your saving account. This is what the most people do. They do not give any task to the money that they have earned by putting more efforts from their 9 to 5. And any uninvested money becomes the lazy money like this. There are two reasons why people invest or start investing very late. The first one is that people consider their money is like their kid. They love their money so much. In fact, they do not allow their money to play outside and explore the world. They think that if they allow this, they might have to lose the money. But this is not the case. And the second reason is that people wait for the perfect time. The history says that the perfect time for investment is never. In fact, it is today. Today is the perfect time to start your investment journey. Most of the people think that they will invest if they are left with some money at the end of the month. But we all know that we run out of the money in between. So that perfect time never comes. In fact, the real wealth builders do budgeting in the advance. They allocate their money for the investment on the first of every month, not at the last. In fact, no one has ever become wealthy by avoiding risk. We should know that more risk gives more return and more return is equal to more wealth. The same principle applies to our life too. Let's understand the difference between saving and investing with a simple scenario. If you start investing $500 from today over the next 25 years, it is more likely that you will get the return of 8% every year. And this will make your money almost more than $470,000. If you keep $500 in your saving account that gives you 2% interest rate, you will have almost $190,000. Overall, you are losing $280,000 just by putting your money in a saving account and not investing. That's why I always say that start investing today. Wealth is like planting a mango tree. It takes time. It is not like buying mangoes every season. But you know the most people do? They invest and they expect miracles in 6 months. When the market bit a dip, the panic hits and they sell everything thinking that I better protect my money. And once again the market gets little bit higher when the price is exceptionally high and they buy in this situation in the fear of missing out. During the 2020 crash, many investors saw that portfolio down by almost 30%. Some people panicked and they sold everything. On the other hand, people who kept invested, imagine what happened. By 2022, that portfolio was almost more than double. The market does not reward the prediction, it rewards the patience. When you stay invested for a longer duration, your graph slowly starts transformation from chaos to compounding. Do not consider any major market hits as a setback. In fact, it is a stepping stone for your wealth creation journey. That's why I always say that investing is not like a lottery ticket. It is like a planting a mango tree. Just water it and have patience. The fruits one day will definitely surprise you. Your first salary brings you some happiness, but imagine what happens at your 10th salary. It brings you an EMI. Most people think that they are progressing just because their salary got increased, but they do not realize is that their expenses are also rolling faster. They get a new car, a better new phone, and every day a $6 coffee from Tim Hortons. Their lifestyle grows faster than their income, and this silently kills their wealth. Imagine you got a raise of $1,000 this year, and you feel good, and in this happiness, you bought a new car. This gives you $1,200 of monthly payment for the next 7 years. Actually, now you are poorer than you were before you got the salary increase. This makes you look successful, but in fact, your saving ratio got significantly. Wealth is not about whatever you earn, it is all about whatever you keep and multiply. Here is the personal rule I follow about the lifestyle. I call it as a lifestyle lag rule. For every 20% of the raise I get, I just increase my lifestyle by 10 percentages. The rest goes to the investment. Because if you keep poking your water bucket every year with some expenses, that bucket will never overflow. No matter what, how much amount of the water you keep pouring every month. All of us spend at least 40 hours to earn money from our 9 to 5 job. But how many of us spend at least 1 hour to learn how to grow the money that we have already earned? We rely on friends, some random YouTube videos, and some cheap Telegram channels for stock recommendation. We do not know how interest rate works, what is tax efficiency, or how inflation is eating our own money. And as a result, we end up getting trapped in bad loans, opening low interest saving accounts, and having an insurance plan that we never needed. One of my friends told me that he invested in a 25-year insurance plan. I asked, how much is the return? He said 4%. I said, are you even serious? You are not even beating the inflation. He thought it was an investment, but it was in fact a slow motion loss. This is not the case only with my friend. This is same everywhere. I'm not asking you to become a financially expert, but you just need to be financially curious. Spend at least 30 minutes a week to learn about money because ignorance is far more expensive than the education. And appreciate content creators who gives valuable lessons about money. Yes, I'm talking about me. Consider subscribing to this channel if you think that I have helped you enhance your financial knowledge. And believe me, once you start money, you will realize that you are not just earning money, but in fact, you are really driving your money. So now we know that wealth cannot be built by the luck, it can be built by the habits. And the hardest part in building wealth is unlearning what the societies and our parents have taught us about money. You do not need to work for money forever if you let your money work for you. If you found this video eye-opening, consider liking this video and subscribing to this channel. This will really help us grow. Thank you. See you until next time.